Hi and welcome to our second part. I just wait a few more moments because there were quite a few more people subscribing to this one. So we're just, and hi dog, everything is okay, Ida? All good? Not now. So yes, welcome again. So let's just wait a few moments and I want to just, here we go. Ida, go. It's okay, enough. So let's just wait a few more moments. And Ida is just going. No, you're going. You're going. You're going. Hang on a second. Here we go. The dog is taken care of. Wonderful. Before we start, I just wanted to add to something that Raymond asked last week after the video was off. It's really interesting when you ask yourself which direction, because your question was, I can only have either sleeping into a good direction or stepping out of the bed into a good direction. If that is the case, then the interesting bit is which direction do you sleep in and which direction would you step out of or into? So it's in the end, in the feng shui, what is really the most deciding factor is what do you want? So that, of course, would be the third factor for making better decisions, because the reason why you want to make decisions at all, and definitely better ones, is what do you want? So is it your health? That's your first priority. Is it your success? Is it your relationship? Is it more a universal wish of stuff becoming better? So this is really the question, what is it that you want? Okay, interesting, eh? So this is how you make a decision. And another thing, the 8 mansions, that's what it's called with your auspicious directions, depending on your year of birth and gender, is a very slow energy. So if you, let's say, own your house and you live there for quite a while, then it's really working really well. And if you are, let's say, on holiday for a few days, the effect wouldn't be that big, but the effect will be there if you're sleeping in the same direction like you would at home. So the 8 mansion energy is a very slow energy, um, which is the faster energy. It's the flying stars energy, but that's a bit more advanced. Just saying that this is really working more or less more slow, but that's fine. We're using all the energy we can get. That's just one thing that I wanted to add to our Wednesday workshop. Exactly. So again, welcome. Hi. And yeah, today. So last time we said it's about making good decisions, and how can Feng Shui help me making good decisions? And one of the key points was having good sleep and good rest, because an exhausted mind, or even worse, an anxious mind, can't make good decisions. You can make decisions, but anxiety is never a good advice giver, and we all know that. So we really make sure that you have a rhythm, that you have a habit or a ritual before you go to bed. It could be anything, whatever comes into your mind. And the second one was declutter. Exactly. Like inside, like outside. Getting clarity on the outside will help you getting clarity on the inside. Okay. So this today, in this session, I want to talk about how you can keep the good chi, or help you raise more good chi to come into your home and then stay in your home. So, of course, we all know, or we should, or if you've read a book or have heard it before, our entrance. The entrance is also called the mouth of the chi. So, to keep the good chi coming into your home, it's really, your entrance is really important. So people ask me, what is the first thing you would change in a house, or you look at in a house? It is actually the entrance, because this is where the chi comes in. So if you, we're doing a visualization later on, but if you just imagine for a moment the entrance of your home, and just realize, is it dark? Is it bright? Is it a long hallway? Is the door itself, is it broken? Do you need to fix it? Is it a color that you like? Mm, does it have any decorations? Does it have your name on it? So claiming your home and your energy and your place, does it have your name on it? Does it have the number visual so that anybody can find you? So just imagine you're a guest in your own home. Somebody comes up and is looking for your home. What's the energy like with this person coming into your place? Is there a lot of stuff lying around, or is there maybe the rubbish to the right and to the left? So just get a feel for the energy of the entrance of your home. One of the issues, challenges in New Zealand homes is, yes, I know, one of the topics I always say is you're having minimum two entrances. So the entrance is the entrance you use. I know that a lot of the books say the entrance, main entrance, is the entrance guests will use. Yes, that's kind of the showing side, but the entrance that you use also brings the chi and the energy within you, with you, within you. So maybe have a look at both in your case. And people always look at me like, what? Yeah, the European way, or let's say the continental European way, is there's one entrance and that's it. There's one door that you can lock and that's it. So there's just one way. And that's also a mindset thing that really shows the mindset of that culture. One way to do it, and there's no other way. So really become aware what kind of energy are you feeding your home. If there's anything that's broken, just take it away, fix it or take it away. If there's anything that you actually don't like, take it away. If you want to have the name, your name around the entrance or the numbers, just make sure that that is not going downwards but upwards. So the energy should go upwards. So you've got, sometimes you can see the numbers going like 1, 2, 3 going downwards. Don't do that. Either even or a little bit up. That's totally fine. That's just lifting the energy. And then, of course, when you open the door, what is the first thing you see? Is it clutter? Is it millions of shoes? Is it coats? Is it, what is it? And that's what we're going to do later at the very end in our little visualization. So really have a look what kind of chi comes into your home. And use for that exercise, use the entrance you are using the most. It could be that it's the same entrance as your guests. It could be that it's the back entrance because it's closer to the garage. It could be that it's an internal entrance because it's the garage. So become aware of what is it that you bring into your home. And another thing, if it's an internal entrance from the garage, be aware that the fumes of your car actually will then enter the home. So I always want to make sure that the door to the garage is actually shut as good as possible. It would even better if there's a little buffer room into it, but I personally don't really like it. But if you have a house like that, just make sure that your door is shut and that the fumes don't really get into it. Give it a little bit more time before you close the garage door so you can get a little bit more fresh air. The example I want to give you is it's so funny because people call me after they bought the house, and I entered the house through the main entrance, just like they did when their real estate agent showed it to them, and they just loved it and they just bought it instantly. And it's really, it was a lovely home. But what happened, of course, is the garage was right behind the house. So they were always entering the home through the laundry, the back entrance. And the energy is totally different when you enter from the other side. And also, what you see first is different as if you enter from the main entrance. You know, like as older houses are really built like it has a real entrance and an atmosphere. And that's the house they bought. And the house that they had was a house where they went through this small back entrance with the laundry and the rubbish and thing. And I just say, well, you have to make a decision here. Which entrance do you want to use, and what is going to be there? Long story short, they sold the house, bought a new one, but asked me before that. So really, the entrance is the mouth of the chi. So make sure that there is good chi coming in. And then from that on, the second point I want to make today is the so-called power position. And the power position is important for your workplace and for your home. It's also important for your children in their room. The power position comes back to us being cave people, living in caves, living in huts with just one room. And which is the most powerful position in a room when you sit there? Ask yourself. Yep. It's the one where you're facing the entrance and you're having your back against the wall. Think about the time when we were just still living in caves. That would be the most powerful position. And just like I said last time, with when you're sleeping with your head the furthest away from the door, similar to that, it gives you the most time to react to a possible intruder. So your safety and security is really coming from that. And this is why a lot of people should choose not to have a couch towards the entrance door, the back towards the entrance door, because that makes them feel unsecure. We had one place in Germany once where I actually chose that. And the reason being is because I could look out to the garden and I would see if someone would come, and it wasn't possible for someone to come from the back. So I was actually ruling the room slash the house by sitting on the couch, but with having my back towards the door. So there are exceptions to the rules because it's really about which position gives you the most power, the most overview. And the same applies to your workspace. So every time I see, especially in new apartments, these little work nooks, we have this little nook, yes, where you're working. You won't get real work done in there because it's a totally insecure. You are in a little cage looking at a wall and at your laptop, then maybe, but you're not controlling anything. Back, left, and right are completely open for an attack. So that's not working. That's not a good space. It's okay for if you're someone who just needs to go there like 10 minutes a day to check emails and then you've got nothing else to do in there. Fine. But if you really want to need to get work done, you can't get that in there. Same if you have a child and you expect the child to do their homework on their desk and the chair is with the back against the door, completely unsecure. This child will feel unsafe. And I had more than one households where they called me in and said, "Oh, such a nice place and such a nice room for my child." And she's always making her homework lying on the ground. I said, "Yeah, where's the head facing?" "Towards the door." I said, "Yes, because your kid wants to see what's going on out there. She wants to be safe." So the power position is the position with the most power in the room slash house. And this is to keep you safe and secure and keep your self esteem up. Also, if you need courage, and I really want to encourage you this year, the year of the ox, to build your courage. Slightly sidetracking now, but it's important. I just want to get rid of that. We're coming towards the year of the tiger, and already in preparation for that, this is a good year to build courage. So, whenever you are able to build up courage, as in trying something new, trying something different, it's much more secure to do it this year than to start doing it next year. Do you understand the idea? This year we've got the metal ox, and the ox itself is an earth animal, so much more grounded. So you are more definitely safer trying new things, different things this year than jumping into it next year. Just saying, just about courage. Courage is really a big thing this year. Stepping out of the comfort zone, but not in an unsecure way, because we've got, again, ox is earth. So you can step out of your comfort zone just a little bit. Try something different, try something new, and improve your courage and your curiosity. It's a good time this year to do that. Just saying that. So the power position allows you to keep the chi. You're not losing too much chi when you're sitting somewhere, reading somewhere, watching TV, eating, or whatever. Really watch within the next days where you're sitting and how you're feeling about it. Okay, these are my 2 tips for keeping a good chi. Really, really make the mouth of the chi, your entrance, as welcoming as possible for yourself. You know, I had people who said, "Oh, but guess for other people, don't do things for other people." Don't care. You're coming home from work too, aren't you? You're coming home from wherever, and you want to come home to a welcoming place too, don't you? So these are really the things I wanted to give you, and to make you more aware of what the state, the current state is. We're going to do a little visualization exercise. It's not a meditation, don't worry. It's really just a little visualization. Before I do that, I just want to say that you have seen it probably. I'm starting a Feng Shui, the basics course, my 4-module course, which is also available as a video course this Sunday here in Tauranga at the lakes in Blumco, 262 Lakes Boulevard, from 10 till 12, 2 Sundays. If you're interested, flick me an email or just ask me. You can either come to the lakes, you can also live stream, just like now, or you can simply just buy the videos afterwards. Okay? If you're curious, if you want to know what it's all about, then that would be something to start with. Other than that, you can also go to my YouTube channel, Start Making Sense, Meditation and More with Sandra. And there's heaps of free stuff. You can also rummage through that and then send me your questions. So totally up to you. But now I want you to make yourself comfortable. Just something that you can sit still with your eyes closed for 5 to 10 minutes, ideally in a power position so you feel safe and secure. And just close your eyes. I want you to be comfortable, be safe and secure, and close your eyes. Because what I'm going to do now is we're going to use your home as a 3D vision board, a 3-dimensional vision board, because this is what your home actually is. Okay, so let's see, what does your home tell us about your status quo? What does it tell us about where you are at the moment? So your home has to have the right intentions to manifest whatever you want. Let's say it is abundance, okay? And the landing place for your abundance is where you live and where you work. So I want you to imagine now you're standing in front of your home, outside, maybe on the street, maybe in your garden. To just stand there and look at your entrance. And when you now slowly walk towards your entrance, do you feel welcomed? Do you feel that abundance is welcoming you? What do you see? What's the facade like? What are the windows like? Do you see dead plants maybe? Some crooked or broken decoration? What do you see? What story does your entrance tell? What story does your entrance tell? Does it tell a story of, hey, this is family such and such living here? Hey, here's someone living who is working that and that. Hey, here's someone who loves, I don't know what. What does your facade, your entrance, your way towards your entrance say about you? Because it's the first impression people will have from you. And then see, is there anything lying around, anything that doesn't belong there? And also, when you open the door, are there coats hanging, shoes, any clutter, maybe rubbish? So ask yourself, would you like to change something? Would you like to change something in or around your entrance? Doesn't have to be a big thing. It can be small things, but maybe it is a big thing you want to change. Also, how does your door open? Is it squeaking or does it open easily? Does it open fully so that the energy can come in completely, or is there something behind the door so that you can't open the door fully? Which also means that the chi is blocked. Maybe you are happy with the clarity and abundance that your entrance presents when you enter. Maybe it feels welcoming, refreshing. You're coming home from work and yes, I'm home. I can land here. This is what I want. This is where I feel home. Maybe there are flowers. Maybe there are family pictures. Maybe there are uplifting colors when you walk into your home. So, if you want to manifest abundance, for instance, one of the colors that is manifesting abundance, of course, is gold. So, you can have some gold frames at the entrance around your pictures, can be small ones, doesn't need to be overboarding. Just tiny little hints of abundance. And does not necessarily mean money, it means the flow of positive energy. So, when you walk into your home, do you feel like the king and the queen of your life? And telling your subconscious mind how to create abundance. That is the ideal. That you are coming home and you're like, yes, here I can land. This is a place of abundance. Here I feel home. Here I feel safe. So you can start by changing just little things. And if it's just stop the squeaking of the door, opening the door fully so that the chi can come in completely and fully, having a name written on the door, whatever it is, that signifies everyone this is such and such's place, and this is where he or she is home. And I cannot emphasize enough the importance of exactly that. So now that you're in your home, you're looking into your home, you can easily identify the position of power. Is there anywhere in the home a place where you can sit, a couch, a chair, anything? That would be the place of power. Because you control the house, the entrance. It can also be that you see somewhere, sitting somewhere where you can look at the way that goes towards your entrance. That's fulfilling the same purpose. That's fine too. Okay. Slowly come back and open your eyes. And maybe you have something to write close to you. So, what I want you to do is really write down anything that you found that you would like to change. And again, it can be small, it can be big, it can be something that you never realized as such before because you've never seen your home through that lens. But that is exactly how I would see it when I come to you and approach your home. And it makes me realize pretty quickly whether you are the king or the queen of your home or not. And that needs to change because this is your realm. This is what you should really rule. If you're a family, then it's for the whole family, of course. You should all rule there. And there's just not just one person that rules the place. Everybody should be in there. And that is, I just realized a conversation I had this morning actually with a client. Yes, gosh, such a long day. When I enter, and I know there are children in that home, and I can actually see how much space do the children have in this home. Do they have not that much space just in their room and everything looks like a museum? Do they have enough space to expand and play and have fun and have their own space, maybe even in the living room or in the garden? Or have the children already taken over the place? And what people need to realize is children are only taking over a place if there is a vacuum of power, if you let them take over and not give them boundaries. If they have their corner, if they have their place, if they have not just their room, I mean, they need to be also present in the family room. But this is the area and this is how the rules are. And that's fine. And I hear some of you saying, yeah, you're easy, you don't have children. Well, I've got nieces and nephews. So, and I've got friends with kids. So I'm not saying it's easy, but it's about how much space do you have in your home? If you have a partner, how much space do you have in your home? If you're on your own, how much space in your home is actually the way you want it to have? So we're coming back to what I said when we started. What is it that you actually want? What is the emphasis in your life? And that is the question in the Feng Shui, what everything bases on. Because when you come to me and say, hey, can you have a look at my house Feng Shui wise, then I need to ask you, what's your emphasis? Is it your health? Is it your relationship? Is it your success? Is it universal? Is it, oh, it's fine, but I want it to be better? I need to know what the goal is here. And then we can work on it. And I said this to another client this morning. There is no such thing as the Feng Shui house because there are people living in there. And what works for one doesn't work for the other. You may have already noticed that. And this is why it's really very individual. But if you start with your entrance, seriously, start with your entrance. And then secondly, start becoming aware what's your favorite position in the place and why. Is it a place where you control or is it a place where you hand over control to others? Who's controlling your life? And then, of course, when it comes to decision making, make sure that you have enough rest and good rest. Make sure that you have clarity on the inside and outside, either through meditation or decluttering or both. We discussed it last time. I think that's quite already somewhere to start, isn't it? And again, if you want to know more, ask me or consider coming to one of my basic Feng Shui courses in Tauranga or online or just the video course. Totally up to you. And also, what I said before, go to the YouTube channel. Start making sense meditation and Feng Shui with Sandra. And you will find heaps of tips there. Well, this is me for today. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm personally looking forward to Sunday when we're starting the basic Feng Shui course. And there will be also another one on a weekday evening starting at the end of March because I'm going to be in the theater. So I've got lots of rehearsals and not that much time to do evening courses. And I'm also always open, and you know that, to suggestions, what you want me to talk about. And I will do that. So watch out for the Facebook Lives, Spot on Feng Shui. Watch out for the YouTube videos, and ask me or let me know what you need to know. And I'm going to do a Facebook Live for that. Wonderful. Okay. Whether you're watching the video, whether you're live here today, I hope you have an amazing day, and see you soon. Bye.